Yeah, hi there. This is Michael from the 7-step system to pass the TOEFL IBT. And these comments are for, I'm going to use the first two letters of your first name, I-S. Okay, so let's take a look at your writing that you turned in here. I'm going to go ahead and make a few corrections as I go, so you might want to look at the video, but also as you're watching the video, you can click underneath the YouTube video. You can see your writing sample, and I will do some corrections as I go. So you say the second lecturer. I would just say, because there's only one lecturer here, not more than one, just say the lecturer disagrees, use singular, disagrees with some examples. You want to make that plural there, with the first lecturer. But it's not, the first one is not really a lecture, it's a reading passage. Then put a comma, put, and they give a several example. No, you would just say, and they give several examples about the uses of garlic. So you're having a lot of problems with your grammar. You're leaving out words. You're leaving out words like prepositions of. You're not sure whether to make your noun singular or plural. And to me, I don't really think you probably could create a little bit better introduction in terms of how you begin the speech. I would begin more with the topic of the reading passage and then the topic of the listening, and explain what the relationship is. So then you get to the next paragraph. According to the reading passage, I wouldn't say that. I would just say the reading passage talks about the uses of garlic. You don't need the it, you don't need the which. You don't need according to. Just say the reading passage talks about the uses. But it's not just uses, I-S, it's about the historical uses of garlic. That's a little bit better, because remember that the lecture talks about the medicinal benefits of garlic. So you want to make sure that your topic sentences kind of exactly match what was the main idea, I think, of the reading passage. So I think you need a subject in that second sentence. Say, for example, put, according to the reading passage, Egypt or Egyptians used garlic not only to cure 22 different illnesses, but also to make their workers strong. Good parallel structure there, I like that. Then you say both Greeks and Romans used, don't forget the past tense, used garlic also to cure illnesses. Break, just put break spells and curses, because you're saying to cure and to break, right? So you're using break here as an infinitive, not really as a verb. Then put, they also believe, I would put, like the Egyptians, that garlic would make the soldiers more courageous. Both Homer and the Vikings use garlic to help them. I've not put endure, but you want to say endure, E-N-D-U-R-E, endure their voyages. And during World War I, they, who's they? Just put soldiers maybe, or the military, use garlic to fight infectious diseases. Okay, so as I'm going over your reading passage, you have so many misspellings. And remember that you're typing this, right? Hold on a second. I'll be right back. Come on in. So you actually have a lot of misspellings, which is kind of making it difficult for me to understand your ideas. So you really do need to improve your spelling. But remember that if you're taking the TOEFL and you misspell a word here or there, it's not a major problem, as long as we can understand what the word is. But some of the words that you're saying, it's not easy to understand what the word is. It's very distracting and it's hurting your writing. So what you want to do is improve your spelling. You really need to work on that. It's going to be important for you. Okay, the third paragraph, you say, according to the listening passage, which is disagree, that's a mixed construction grammatically. Let me rewrite that for you. Just say the listening passage disagrees with some ideas such as the fact that it has a medical and encourage workers effect, but they give some examples about garlic. I think you kind of fell off a cliff there. You didn't really express what you were trying to say. You couldn't use the vocabulary or the grammar to express your ideas, but what you're trying to say is the listening passage disagrees with the listening in the sense that there's no evidence to suggest that garlic gives a worker more courage or more strength. Or there's no evidence to suggest that it can be used to break spells or curses, right? So you were trying to say that, but you didn't really say that. You left that information out, but this is very important. These ideas were key points from the listening. By not mentioning those, it does bring down the score of your essay quite a bit. Then you say the next paragraph, you say the next sentence. First, the ray of garlic can kill more. You don't want to say ray there, you want to say raw. You want to say first, raw garlic, according to the listening passage, can kill bacteria that's more than 8 inches away for up to 4 hours. Again, you couldn't really express that idea using the correct grammar or the correct vocabulary. Then you say second, I would say maybe second, put cooked, put an ed, make it an adjective. So cooked garlic not only make it singular, not only makes blood thinner, but also lowers blood pressure. Don't say make lowers. So you say finally garlic has several health benefits to people. Okay, so with your essay, you're missing some of the key points from the actual listening passage, which brings down your score, but I think the biggest concern that you're having right now is your writing. Is actually your writing. You have too many problems with basic sentence structure. You're not comfortable how to use a verb, how to use a subject. You're not comfortable how to use, for example, an independent clause and how to connect that to a dependent clause, maybe using a word like which or that or who. So there's just too many problems going on, I think, in your writing to really to give this a pretty good score. So your score here is 1.0 out of 5. You're probably looking right now at about 8 points out of 30. So you probably know, but you're not ready at this point to take the TOEFL IBT, and you're not really ready for college writing. So you really have a lot to work on. But let me give you some suggestions so it doesn't seem like a hopeless situation here. In my 7-step system to pass the TOEFL IBT, I do recommend that you focus in my listening section, focus on lesson 1.1, 3.0, 4.0, 7.0, 8.0, 11.0, 12.0, 14.0, and 17.0. In the reading section, for right now, you should focus on lessons 8, 10, 11, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 19 will be very, very important for you. Grammar, you want to focus on lesson 1, 1.1, 2.0, 3.0, 4.0, also writing lesson number 7. Now the main thing here is you can give up and do nothing, and your writing will continue to be exactly the way it is, or you can take responsibility and begin to solve these problems. I'm asking you right now to take responsibility. You can do this. You can solve these problems. It's not the end of the world. And obviously you want to keep doing more integrated and independent writing practice tests so you can get more feedback on your writing. So the more practice tests you take, I think the better and the more quickly you will be able to solve these problems. But anyway, thank you again for taking the practice test, and thank you for your hard work this quarter.